The member of the Railway Board, Jaya Verma Sinha, who gave a presentation to the Prime Minister on the Odisha accident, now explains what exactly happened. She was exclusively on India Today after meeting the Prime Minister.
There were two trains actually coming towards this station, one from this direction. This was Coromandel Express. This was coming from Howrah, Shalimar actually, and this was coming from Bangalore. This is the Yashwantpur Express. Right. This was going towards Kolkata and this was coming from Kolkata. And this train there are signals in advance which tell the driver that which is the route he is going to get. So if he is supposed to take the upline main line, then he gets a green signal which allows him to go at his maximum speed. If he is to go to the loop line, then he gets a yellow which tells him that you have to go at a slower speed.
Right. So at the time when the train was passing here, both these signals, what is this signal called, ma'am? The outer signal?
It's called a
distant signal, and this signal is called
the home signal.
Home signal. So both the distant signal and the home signal are how far away from each other?
Nearly a kilometer away.
Okay. So both were green at that time?
Yes, both were green at that point of time because the route was set for the main line, and even this starter which allows the train to go into the block section, what you call the block section, was also green. So the route was set for a non-stop pass-through through this station.
Okay.
So the driver understands this and they go at their maximum permissible speed.
So ma'am, when a goods train is kept on the loop line, I'm sure the station master is well aware of the train which is there stationary and which ones are passing and which ones are not.
Oh yes, yes.
And therefore when this Coromandel Express passes from here, why does it move over here into the loop?
That we don't know. That whether it actually went on the loop or whether something happened here and then the derailment made it get onto this area and the other areas, because it was at a very, very high speed. It was at a high speed, and at that high speed, if some mishap happens on whatever reason, the kind of disruption to the entire area is so huge that you can't really make out whether the train moved this way or it was going this way and it derailed and the impact led it to climb here. That will all come out in the detailed inquiry. There are a lot of forensic and other things are involved. From whatever we have seen from the data logger inputs, data logger is a record of what happened during that period. There was no signaling error apparently. These signals were green, the route was set for the main line, and the driver was following the appropriate speed and the signal instructions.
Okay.
So apparently there was no error at this level. However, this mishap has occurred. So there is a possibility that there was some kind of a problem in this area. With what exactly, that will come out of the inquiry. But certainly something was wrong in this area which caused this accident and a major chaos.
Ma'am, also the Rail Minister said that it's something to do with the electronic interlocker. Now what is an electronic interlocker?
Interlocking.
Interlocking.
Yeah. Electronic interlocking in simple terms is means to ensure that all your signaling is actually reflecting the status of the path that has been set for the train. So,
for example?
For example, if there is obstruction on this line, then this signal cannot turn green.
Okay.
That's an interlocking. So the logic is built in such a way that if this section is blocked, it will appear as red for the track from the track circuit that is there. There's a track circuit running along here.
So what is a track circuit?
It's a simple electric mechanism through which a very low voltage current is passed here, and it actually detects the presence of any kind of a vehicle over the line. This is called a point where you can actually move this point and decide which route the train can take. If the point is set for normal, then the route is for moving straight, and if the point is what we call set for reverse, then it is set like this, and the route will go like this, and then the locomotive and the train will go like this. This kind of an incident is not directly related to Kavach, because Kavach is normally for the line on which the train is supposed to move. There is equipment in the loco and there is equipment in the ground which communicate to each other, and the loco is able to sense whether there is any obstruction on the path it has been given. And in case it discovers there is an obstruction on the same route that it is supposed to take, then brakes are applied automatically. In this particular case, and that happens when the train has adequate distance to apply its brakes. So this was moving at 130 kmph, and this was hardly a 100-meter stretch. So if there was any obstruction here, there was not adequate time for the loco's brake to effectively stop the train. There is no technology available which can suddenly stop a train which is moving at such a high speed.
Ma'am, have you totally ruled out the sabotage angle in this area yet?
No, nothing has been ruled out, and in fact you might be aware that a CBI inquiry is being ordered into this area. They will ascertain whether there was any other angle to the thing or not.